Hello video bloggers, this is Chrysland. My name is Crystal for those of you who do not know me, but my online name is Chrysland and my site's myimperfections.org. And I am starting my video blog today, and it's actually going to be a very interesting one. It's about Noah's Ark and National Geographic and some really cool video that I found. It's not video, it's photos that I took of what I found. So let me kind of go into detail about all of it, and then I will show you what I found. So about a week ago I was watching National Geographic with my husband, and they were talking about Noah's Ark and how they think they found Noah's Ark on Mount Ararat. And there was a bunch of skeptics on there, and then there was people that had been tracking it for years and doing it by satellite and just really trying to figure out if they found Noah's Ark and this artifact in the top of Mount Ararat. It's actually not at the top of it, but it was on Mount Ararat. So for those of you who do not know, Moses met with God at the top of Mount Ararat, and God gave him the 10 Commandments. So Mount Ararat is really sacred for those of us that are Christians and believe in God and the Word. You would know a lot about that. So for those of you who don't, I'm just going to give you a little education on it. So they did this show about it, and they were explaining how they think they found it. And like any show, you know, you've got the skeptics that are like, oh, well, you can't prove it, but it's kind of like one of them things that's in front of your face and you still don't believe it. Oh, it's kind of like that show of, what's the name of that show that's on Ghost Hunters? Ghost Hunters? Yeah, Ghost Hunters. You know, the guy gets on there and he's like, oh, well, you know, your house is shaking and there's demons screaming in your house, but we still can't tell you if it's haunted. You know, that's the kind of thing they were doing on National Geographic, which I love National Geographic, don't get me wrong, but it was kind of like, oh, yeah, we found it, but then we don't know if we found it kind of thing. So anyways, they were talking about it and everything, and in the middle, actually it was kind of in the beginning of it, they were showing clips of different people and different things about, you know, Noah's Ark and artifacts. And there was a guy that had found actual artifacts, that he believes are from Noah, and that he actually carved them in these stones, and they were about as tall as he was. The guy was standing next to the stones, and they were actually, I think, taller than the guy. Anchor boulders is what they were, and they were just huge. And so right after the clip of him holding the anchor boulders next to him, there was a short clip for just a moment of Mount Ararat, and in that moment I looked at the mountain and seen something very interesting. Off to the right hand side of it, I seen what I think, you know, how they portray Moses and Jesus in the real world, you know, and they show us pictures and they do plays and stuff like that of how they portray Moses. Well, I believe that Moses' picture is in the right hand side of this mountain. Well, at first I didn't really believe it because it was such a short clip of this mountain that I was like, I told my husband, I said, give me the remote, I want you to see if you've seen what I seen in this mountain. So I rewound it and I paused it, and sure enough, without me even having to say anything, he seen what I was seeing. So for those of you who do believe and those of you who don't believe, maybe this will make you a believer. I'm a firm believer in God, and this was not something I was looking for. This was something that was right in my face. I mean, there's no way you can miss this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some images. I actually took the time to record the show, and then I went back and took pictures of the image that's in Mount Ararat. And I took close-up pictures, and then I took far-away pictures. So the first picture that I'm going to show you is going to be of Mount Ararat. You'll be able to see the mountain, and I'll show you that picture, and then I'll show you the next ones that I took, and you'll be able to see that I did take pictures of my actual TV screen. I did not tamper with this at all. This is not something that was messed with at all. This is just a picture that I took of my television screen, and you're going to see exactly what I seen the night that I watched this. Actually, it was about 3:30 when I watched it. So first off, I'm gonna move my camera over here to my other computer screen, and I'm gonna show you what it is that I seen. First, I'm just gonna let it sit and look at it for a second. But this right here is the mountain, Mount Ararat, and if you'll look, it says down there at the bottom, you know, the TV and everything. And you can see it right there, the mountain. And I can see it perfectly right now where it's at. If you'll look really close, you'll be able to see it. And I'm going to go ahead and zoom in and see if you can see that image right there. Okay, so I'm going to show you another picture, and it's going to be a little closer, you know, than that picture was. So let's go down here, and I'll show you this picture. Now, you can see the mountain either side. Now I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Now tell me if that's not awesome. That is awesome. And it looks exactly how Moses was portrayed and is portrayed. I'm going to show you a more close-up picture now. Now I'm going to pull it back just a little bit. And you see that face right there that I'm circling with my mouse? How awesome is that? And if you look really close, I think it looks like there's a crown on his head. Now this is the mountain that he went to meet with God excuse me. And that's how our 10 Commandments was created. So that is just amazing to me that for a brief moment, I mean, it was a split second that clip was on, and that's what I seen, and I'm sure everybody else is seeing it right now. So leave me some comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me how awesome that is. Well, I don't care if it's bad comments or good comments. I want to hear what you think. But this is really, I thought this was so amazing. And it's kind of chilling too, you know, I don't know. You can see the beard here if you look where my mouse is at. You can see the eyes. You can see the nose and the shadowing and the mouth. And then up here it looks like a crown on his head. So I just thought that was wonderful, and I wanted to share that with everybody. So, let's see here. I'll show you one more picture. And, whoop, like my seal. And there we go again. And there he is. So, non-believer or believer, what do you think about that? So, that's what I wanted to share with you guys tonight. And I'm going to go ahead and post this on my Twitter and myimperfections.org because I want to share it with everybody. So tell me what you think. I thought it was awesome, you know. And the amazing thing was I wasn't even looking for anything like that. It just kind of popped out at me. So, tell me what you think, and until next time, I'll talk to you later.